Hello everyone. I hope you're all doing well by the grace of God Almighty. Thank you for watching Ninja Cartoons. Today's episode has been shared with us by Sir Jerry from Scotland. It's powerful, meaningful, and beautifully crafted. This episode holds a lot of truth, insight, and valuable lessons for all of you. Once you watch it, you'll gain a deeper understanding of something many people don't talk about enough. In today's video, we're discussing a certain kind of person in society, someone who is often misunderstood. Some people call them rude, others say they're unfriendly or strange. Many hold different opinions about them without truly understanding their inner world. Today, we're going to clear the confusion and have an honest conversation about introverts, who they are, how they think, and how they experience life. We'll explore what introverts feel, what they expect from others, and why society often views them negatively. We'll also talk about the type of friends they choose, the kind of people they prefer to be around, and why they tend to stay silent unless they feel truly understood. So let's begin today's episode as we unfold the reality of who introverts really are, beyond society's labels and misconceptions.
No, I don't want to hear anything. I can't live with a man like you anymore. The biggest mistake of my life was marrying you. Only I and my heart know how I survived these 3 years with you. Jack. Living with you is harder than anything I've ever faced. It's like a punishment. You are such a difficult person, someone who can't be understood, no matter how hard I try.
Whitney, I'm not a difficult man. I've always tried to make you understand, life is a way, a system. But the way you want to live, it just doesn't work.
And honestly, I don't want to hear another one of your lectures.
Whitney, but I'll still say this, ending a marriage is not the solution to every problem. Divorce is easy to say, but those words carry a heavy weight. Please, don't make decisions in anger or haste. At least give this relationship one more thought. But I know, you're not even willing to listen to me anymore.
I don't want to understand you anymore. It's better if we go our separate ways. This isn't working, and I'm tired of pretending that it is.
I'm still telling you, this is not the solution. Some things have to change from your side, and some from mine. I'm ready. But what you're asking for right now, it's not logical.
I need time. I want to live apart from you for a while. Let me think things through. And if I still feel like this is the right decision, then we'll end it. But right now, I need some time away. I can't stay under the same roof with you.
Take all the time you need. But the decision you're thinking about, it's not the right one. Still, if you feel better being away, then go. And if your heart changes, come back. I won't stop you.
Hey Sad, I came to ask if I could stay with you for a while. You were living alone in this hostel anyway, right? We can split the expenses half and half. I don't want to live with that man anymore. He's destroyed my entire social life. He never goes out, and he never lets me go anywhere either. I feel like I've been locked away, cut off from the world.
Whitney, you did the right thing. I'm so glad you talked to me before making any decisions. That man has made your life miserable. A person like him would have completely ruined your confidence and identity. What kind of marriage is that where you live like a prisoner? He's such an extreme introvert that he dragged you into isolation too. Honestly, I've always hated that man.
You have no idea how rude he is. He says things like, loneliness is man's best friend. Can you believe that? He must be crazy. Living in silence all the time. And now he wants me to live like that too. I just can't do it anymore.
You're absolutely right. You made the best decision. Stay here with me as long as you want. Find some peace, get your mind clear. Let him deal with his own loneliness for once.
Thank you so much, Sad. I just needed someone who would understand. I've made up my mind, I'm not going back there, not until he realizes what he's done to me.
You're safe here, Whitney. Take your time. When he comes back to his senses, maybe then you can think about what's next. But for now, this is your space. You are not alone anymore.
Hey Leo, want to hear something shocking? You'll be surprised. Might even feel like asking your old buddy Jack about it. Jack? I don't talk to him anymore. That guy's attitude ruined everything. We were friends once, but I cut ties with him. So what happened? His wife left him. Just a few days ago. She was screaming so loudly, the whole building could hear. It was a scene, man. Honestly, I saw that coming. How can anyone live with someone like him? Always rude. Always withdrawn. He never showed respect to anyone, not even to her. Exactly. I mean, you try talking to him, and he sits there in silence. Like he's too good to reply. That ego of his ruined everything. I remember at parties or get-togethers, 10 people laughing and chatting, and Jack? Sitting silently, arms folded, acting like he didn't belong. I got tired of his vibe and walked away. Well, keeping ties with guys like Jack is pointless. They drain your energy and never change. You're right. Today his wife left him, tomorrow even his parents might walk away. That's what happens when you keep pushing people away. As far as I'm concerned, I'm done with him. Let him sit alone with his attitude. People like that destroy their own lives. Sometimes I wonder if we made a mistake pushing Jack to marry. We knew how closed off he was. Maybe marriage wasn't the right path for him.
I've been thinking the same. His wife has left. She doesn't want to live with him anymore. He's alone now, just goes to work in the morning and comes back quietly at night.
We're his parents, we knew his nature. Always kept to himself, barely talked to anyone. Maybe we were wrong to encourage him to settle down.
She stayed with him for quite some time. Maybe she tried to understand him. But Jack can be hard to live with. He doesn't open up, he doesn't connect easily.
Honestly, it's tough living with someone like Jack. He avoids social situations, doesn't engage with people, it's like he lives in a world of his own.
Please don't speak like that. Whatever he is, he's still our son. It hurts me when you speak about him this way. He needs our support, not criticism.
I know. I just feel helpless sometimes. He's not a child anymore, and yet he doesn't know how to live among people.
Then help him. Keep him busy, give him something meaningful to do. If there is a habit that needs to change, be the one to help him change it.
I'll try. I'll do what I can. If we keep him occupied, it'll bring some change. But it won't be easy. Hey Jack, how are you, son? Everything all right? It's the weekend, so I figured you'd be home. I just dropped by to say, there's a small get-together tonight with a few of my old friends. Some light talk and tea. But my back's been acting up, and I won't be able to drive. I was wondering if you could take me there. We'll sit for a little while and come right back. What do you say? Sure, Daddy. If your back is hurting, then I'll drive you. No problem, I'll take you. All right, thank you, son. We'll leave after 6 p.m. The place is near Station Road. Okay, no worries. I'll be ready by then. I'll take care of it. Good man. It'll be nice to have some company there too. Thanks again, Jack. Have you seen Justin's new product launch? Bro, it looks like they designed it during a power outage. With their eyes closed. Seriously! And their app? It crashes more than my uncle's 1968 motorcycle. I think even a pigeon with a typewriter could code better. They call it innovation. I call it copy-paste from the internet with extra confidence. Justin's team thinks they're Apple. Truth is, they're more like rotten bananas trying to be iPhones. And don't even get me started on their customer service. It's like talking to a wall that's on break. I swear, their last marketing video looked like it was edited by a sleepy intern with zero will to live. Haha. Can I be honest with you? Your son Jack. He's a bit strange. Look at him, everyone's chatting, laughing, sharing stories, and he's just sitting there in silence. Strange? No, he's just not feeling well today. He's been having a headache since morning. That's why he's a bit quiet. Headache or not, this isn't the first time I've seen him like this. He always sits quietly, like he's in his own world. It's like he doesn't want to be part of anything. Jack is just reserved. He talks when he wants to. He's not antisocial. Maybe he just needs some space sometimes. To be honest, it seems like he lacks confidence. Or maybe he's just timid. When someone enters a gathering, they should engage, speak, show energy, but Jack? He just watches, doesn't say a word. I think you're misunderstanding him. He's not timid or weak. He's thoughtful. He listens more than he speaks. That doesn't make him any less confident. Taking you with me was a huge mistake. I was blind to think you'd fit in. I'll never take you with me again. You sat there like a statue while everyone was chatting and having a good time. Is that how you behave in a gathering?
Dad, just tell me one thing. What's the point of speaking in a place where the conversation is fake, filled with noise, gossip, and meaningless talk?
That's not your place to decide. Everyone was participating, enjoying themselves. And you were sitting there, silently observing like you were above everyone.
I wasn't being arrogant. I simply chose silence over nonsense. The entire time we sat there, people were either making fun of someone or talking behind someone's back. Why should I be a part of that?
Don't lie to me. You're full of pride. You act like you're too smart, too good for everyone else. That's your problem. You think the world is beneath you.
No, that's not true. I respect people, but I also value meaningful interaction. That gathering had nothing but shallow talk. No wisdom. No honesty. Just noise and drama.
You're making excuses now. You think being quiet makes you better? You embarrassed me in front of my friends.
I'm sorry if you felt that way. But I'd rather be silent than join fake conversations or take part in backbiting. Even if people think I'm strange, I won't change my values just to fit in.
Maybe you're right in your way. But next time, let me know you don't want to go. Don't sit there making me feel like I brought a stranger. I've made up my mind. After today, I'm never taking your son anywhere with me again. He's an absolutely strange man. I don't know what he thinks of himself.
Then why did you take him with you in the first place? I told you not to take him, but you didn't listen to me.
He acts like he's some genius, like he's smarter than everyone else and everyone is beneath him. I took him to a simple get-together, and my friend directly complained to me, "What's wrong with your son? Why is he so arrogant and full of attitude?"
Maybe he's just different. He's not like others, I agree. But you know he doesn't like crowded places or small talk. You should have just gone in the cab by yourself.
He didn't even speak to anyone. Just sat silently with that same blank expression. Does he think he's too good to talk to people? That kind of behavior is offensive.
Look, he's going through a rough time. His wife left him. He's all alone now. Maybe he needs help, not judgment.
Help? He doesn't let anyone near him. You can't help someone who builds walls around themselves. I'm telling you, I've had enough of this. He'll never change. That's it. I've decided. No matter the situation, I will never take that man with me again. Not under any circumstance.
I know my father must be talking badly about me right now. He probably feels humiliated for taking me along, regretting the decision as if I embarrassed him somehow. But the truth is, I've always avoided such gatherings, where pointless conversations happen, where there's no wisdom, no substance. Just noise, gossip, and fake laughs. People think I'm arrogant, that I'm full of pride. But no one sees it. I just don't like being around those who say one thing to your face and something else behind your back. I can't connect with such people. I deeply value relationships. I don't want to build fake bonds. If someone connects with me, I want it to be pure, sincere, and without any hidden motives. No masks, no pretenses. I still remember last month. My dad was sitting with that same man he was gossiping about today. Back then, he was praising him. And now, he's criticizing him in front of others. How can I join such conversations with a straight face? Just because I didn't participate in that gathering, they called me arrogant, proud, cold. Leo left me. My wife isn't with me anymore. But I'm not saying people should become antisocial. I'm just saying, meet fewer people, but meet them with honesty. When I used to explain these things to my wife, she hated those talks. But you can only make someone understand up to a point. Now she's living with her friend, away from me. Maybe, just maybe, one day, with time, she'll understand what I meant. Sir Jack, I've seen many people walk through that gate, but very few carry silence the way you do. It's not emptiness. It's depth. You think silence has meaning? Most people think I'm arrogant or too proud. Wise men don't rush to speak. They watch, they feel, and then they speak only when needed. That's not arrogance, Sir Jack. That's strength. I often sit quietly because the noise around me doesn't match what's inside me. I thought something was wrong with me. The world fears those who don't follow the crowd. But Sir Jack, still water runs deep. You're not meant to blend in, you're meant to stand firm. Your words feel like truth I've been waiting to hear. I've never heard things put this way. I may just be a watchman, Sir Jack, standing at this gate every day. But life has taught me that real value isn't loud, it's quiet, steady, and rare. You've given me more wisdom today than people I've known for years. I'll never forget this conversation, from a humble watchman who sees more than most. Leo, you won't believe what I saw yesterday. Your old friend Jack, sitting at the gate, having a full-on cheerful chat with the watchman. He was laughing like they were childhood best friends. Of course, Jack always connects with people who are below him. He avoids those who stand at his level. It gives him more room to perform, more applause, less competition. Exactly. The way he was enjoying the watchman's company, you'd think the watchman is his soulmate or something. They were totally vibing. Jack prefers audiences who say wow to every word he speaks. The watchman is the perfect fit. He nods, he praises, he laughs. That's exactly what Jack wants, admiration without challenge. And you know what's next, right? Don't be surprised if Jack starts helping him open the gate too. Maybe even joins his duty just to observe society from ground level. Haha, that would be so Jack. He'll say it's a social experiment or call it humility training. But deep down, it's all about showing off his so-called simplicity. He talks about wisdom and depth, but his actions scream for attention. Laughing loud at the gate isn't depth, it's drama. Jack loves to be the tallest tree in the short forest. That's why he avoids gatherings where he might be just another tree. With a watchman, he's a giant. That's all that matters to him.
Seriously, ever since I moved into the hostel with my friend and got rid of my husband, I've been in complete peace. Like a heavy weight just disappeared. Well, it's your life. You can live it the way you want. No one has the right to control you anyway. Exactly. No one can control me. Never could, never will. Anyway, leave that. Tell me, what happened with your mother-in-law? She was so angry that your husband gave you a bigger share of the property. Did she say anything new? Whitney, listen. That's a personal matter. It's about my home and my relationships. I'd appreciate it if we didn't bring that topic up here. And to be honest, you're the one who started discussing your husband and why you left him. I didn't even ask. So maybe let's not go there? Oh, okay, chill. Don't be so serious. I was just curious, that's all. So come on, tell me, did your mother-in-law say anything juicy? I'm all ears. I'm telling you again, this is my home issue. Some matters have clear boundaries. Please don't keep crossing mine. It really doesn't feel right. All right, all right. Stop lecturing me about boundaries and space. I was just asking casually. No need to get so worked up. I've met Jack several times, mostly because of his wife, at their home. And honestly, there is something I admire about him deeply. He never crosses anyone's boundaries. He speaks very little. And when he does, it's always something thoughtful or meaningful. He doesn't waste words. And he definitely doesn't engage in useless talk like most people. I can't even imagine how hard it must be for him to live with someone like her, a woman who only lives to gossip and constantly crosses personal lines like it's nothing. She keeps calling him introverted like it's an insult. But honestly, the qualities he has can't be forgotten. People like him are rare, quiet, composed, respectful. Jack doesn't rush into anything. He listens more than he speaks. He respects space. He knows when to step in and when to stay silent. That kind of emotional maturity is priceless. And his wife? All she does is fake conversations in the name of being social. There is no depth in her words, just gossip, noise, and crossed boundaries.
Boss, I just wanted to mention something. Honestly, I have a bit of a problem with the way Jack works. He just sits quietly at his desk all day, keeps to himself, and doesn't interact much. He rarely opens up or joins conversations. Even during office lunches or dinners, he stays silent and detached, barely says a word. It feels like he doesn't want to be part of the team. Let me tell you something very clearly. Jack is actually one of the most genius minds we have in this office. He's a deep thinker and does his work with incredible precision. There has never been a single complaint about his performance. In fact, the big boss is extremely impressed with him. Yes, I agree, his personality is different. He's quiet, reserved, and doesn't engage in too much small talk. But his creativity and writing skills have brought serious value to the company. That's true, sir. I've noticed that too. He really has a sharp, creative mind. And he's very observant. He picks up on things that most of us miss. He seems to focus deeply. While we sometimes overlook details, Jack catches them quickly. That's actually a great strength. Exactly. Introverted people like Jack may not mix with everyone or attend every social setting, but don't ever mistake that for a weakness. These people are highly selective about their surroundings. People often call them antisocial, but I don't agree with that. They just avoid fake relationships. They protect their peace. They get uncomfortable with manipulation and meaningless chatter. They don't chase attention, but their work speaks louder than any crowd. And in the end, those are the people who leave a real mark. You know what? Today I brought something special just for you. These are fried rice. They sell them right across from my office. I skipped my lunch just so I could sit here and eat with you. Thought it would feel good. And it really does. Sir Jack, you want to sit and eat with me? You're such a senior officer from such a big company. If someone sees you sitting with a watchman like me, what will they think? Let them think what they want. People talk no matter what you do. A man isn't great because of his status or title. He's great because of his character, his words, and his wisdom. You're an honest man. I see that. And honestly, I think you've already become a friend of me, or maybe you will be soon. I enjoy the company of people who think clearly, who stay grounded, and who speak with meaning. Does that mean I can really be your friend, sir? Like a real friend? Of course. You talk less, but when you do, it carries depth. Your words aren't filtered by fake social rules. That's rare. I'm drawn to the kind of positive energy you carry.
I've lost many relationships in life. Maybe they didn't understand me. Or maybe I couldn't understand them. But this idea of living life by society's standards? That's not for me. I just want to meet a few people, real ones. And when I meet them, I want to meet them without masks. Without pretending. I want to connect heart to heart. And more than focusing on others, I want to focus on myself, my peace, and truth. God, you know the state of my heart better than anyone. Nothing is hidden from you, neither my silence, nor my struggles. You know exactly what lives inside my thoughts and emotions. I don't find comfort in fake relationships or meaningless conversations. I prefer to stay away from gossip, manipulation, and places where my peace is polluted. God, people say many things about me. They call me proud, arrogant, or say I lack confidence. They judge me without truly knowing the weight I carry. But God, you know my truth. Even my wife left me, God. My friends slowly distanced themselves. Even the mood of my parents feels distant from me now. God, it hurts, but I know you are aware of every moment and every reason. People label me introvert like it's a disease, like silence is weakness. But God, is it wrong to speak less and listen more? Is it a sin to protect my energy and stay away from noise? I don't want to blend into this polluted world of masks and false smiles. God, I only want real connection, clean, truthful, and pure. God, help the people close to me understand me better. Help my wife, who has gone far from me, to see my heart for what it truly is. God, I am not antisocial, I just long for depth, not drama. I want to meet people without needing to perform. I want to greet others without planning to backbite them later. I want relationships that aren't based on appearances or selfishness, but on genuine care, understanding, and truth. God, guide those around me to see that. God, I ask you to help me stay on this path, where my circle may be small, but it is clean. Where my words may be few, but they are honest. Where I protect my peace, not out of pride, but because I value my soul. And God, help me continue learning something good from every person I meet. Let me absorb goodness, not their bitterness. Let me reflect truth, not their negativity. God, you are my witness, and that's enough for me. Amen.
It's been several months since I came here to stay with my friend. And honestly, I've become someone I don't even recognize anymore. All we do is talk about people, mocking them, laughing at them, criticizing their choices. I used to be different. Even my prayers have faded. I either delay them or forget them. Gossip takes all my time, and I tell myself I'm too busy for God. But deep down, I know this isn't the life I want. It's just the life I've chosen. Jack. He always kept his distance from such people. I called him antisocial, but maybe he was just protecting his peace. He avoided crowds because they didn't teach him anything. And now, after months with my friend, I've realized I haven't learned anything good either. In fact, I've become more manipulative. I used to fight Jack when he warned me about his path. I told him I wanted to live by society's rules, be socially active. But socializing without limits is poison. Even Jack used to say, everything is good within limits. And now I see how right he was. Jack always told me, if you want to be social, surround yourself with people who inspire growth. And if you can't find such people, don't be afraid to be alone, spend that time with God instead. But I never listened. I argued, I rebelled. And now, I feel empty. Now I realize. Jack was right. He wasn't being cold, he was being wise. I left him behind thinking I knew better, but I was wrong. So wrong. I should never have walked away from him. I let go of a man who truly cared about my soul. Jack. I'm back. I don't know where to begin, But I know I was wrong. I misunderstood you. Deeply. And I'm truly sorry. I used to complain that you were too quiet, too introverted. I thought it was a flaw. I believed you needed to be more social like everyone else. I didn't see how unfair I was being. I labeled you in my mind arrogant, prideful, detached. I thought you didn't care about people. But now I realize you weren't being distant. You were protecting your spirit from the noise that poisons the heart. You stayed away from gatherings, not out of fear, but out of wisdom. You knew that gossip, bitterness, and careless words can corrode a soul. I saw it as weakness. But now I understand, it was strength. When I left and surrounded myself with people, I thought I'd find peace. But all I found was noise. Meaningless talk. Shallow laughs. The very things you avoided became the world I lived in. And I started to drown in it.
I'm glad you came back. Sometimes we don't understand a person until we experience their absence. Maybe what you walked through opened your eyes. People may think staying silent is a weakness, but God teaches that those who have true understanding don't need many words. They carry peace, not noise. They use restraint, not impulse. Even Jesus would withdraw to quiet places, to pray, to reflect, to reconnect. He didn't chase crowds. He found his strength in solitude. That's what I've been doing, trying to stay close to God and far from what steals peace. Not every group is worth joining. Not every conversation deserves your voice. God reminds us to be careful with the company we keep, because it shapes our character, either building us or breaking us. So many people get lost even when they're surrounded by others. It's because they're chasing attention, not truth. They want to feel connected, but they're not growing. They hear many voices, but none of them lead them to peace. My silence wasn't rejection. It was reflection. I wasn't pushing people away. I was guarding my mind. I didn't want my spirit polluted. God calls us to protect our hearts, because everything we do flows from there.
Jack, I finally understand. I thought being around people made me strong, made me alive. But all it did was numb me. I spent time with people who drained me. I didn't grow. I just survived. You tried to guide me. You told me to choose peace over popularity. To walk away from noise. To protect my spirit and spend more time with God. But I didn't listen. And now I see how blind I was. I'm so sorry. You were never the problem, Jack. I was chasing approval instead of truth. You've shown me that purpose doesn't need a crowd, and that what's pure, kind, and honest matters more than what's popular. Please forgive me. I want to walk with you, not just as your wife, but as your companion in truth. I want to live simply, but meaningfully. I don't need noise anymore. I just need peace. And you've carried that peace quietly all along.
Hey buddy, if you ever get some free time, just drop by my place. We'll sit together, have some coffee, and relax a bit. Really, sir? That sounds great. I'd love to. You're very kind. Of course. Sometimes we all need a break. Good conversation and coffee make everything better. I'll definitely come next weekend, sir. Thank you for inviting me. Sure, why not? I'll be waiting. It'll be good to spend some time together. I hope you like my work. Thanks for watching Ninja Cartoons. May God bless you all, amen. See you tomorrow with a new topic. Take care, everyone. Bye.